Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is The Truth Will Rise, back with a new video. And what I want to talk to you about today is, first of all, I want to wish everyone a happy New Year. Want to hopefully brought it in, of course, safely, and just want to wish you much progress and peace in 2011. With that being said, of course, we know that in the coming months, um, be hearing about elections of all sorts and all levels and all things of that nature. And what I want you, what I think people should do is critically analyze the aspects, the people that are running, and really pay attention to what they're saying. Um, Let me preface this, what I'm about to say, with this. I'm I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I'm smart enough to know that a political party does not have your or mine best interest at heart. Uh, the political system now, as it currently is a rigged game, and unfortunately, we're not winning. So, uh, I don't have a political party. I don't. I see them for what they are. Uh, which is, you do what you do what you do to protect any monopoly. So I just wanted to clear that up, one, because it may be some people who will write in the comment box, you're with this party or that party based upon what I'm going to say, and that's not the case. I can definitely assure you on that. Now, with that bit of housekeeping out of the way, um, I'm going to reference some things from the previous election because that's the one that's the freshest in people's mind. But I'm doing this video because I don't want you to fall for the political banana in the tailpipe, so to speak. Um, as I was able to watch the last election, it just seemed like one big sales pitch, without any real, all flash and uh, very little substance, watching things like the debates, and people can't even recall a major issue that was really discussed, you know, and in bringing that forth into this current upcoming season, as of course the cast of characters will of course change, but what I think people really should look at is really pay attention, one, to what's being said as well as what's not being said, and really critically ask yourself, you know, what are they really saying anything at all? Is there any real difference um, in between the two? And I'm only saying two because we know that the two major parties, the Dempublicans and the Republicans, they do what they can to squeeze out any competition, i.e., third and other, smaller party candidates. So I'm just going to focus on those two for the purposes of this video. But understand, that really ask yourself what they're really saying, um, in the last election, and it doesn't matter who you voted for, ultimately you got fooled. I hate to say that. It may make some people angry, but that's the truth. I'm sorry. Um, and we can go back to previous presidential elections and see the same thing. Um, that's just what it is. And one of the things you have to understand is, though the cast of characters may change, what you should look at, people, is, one, who do they associate with? Who are their advisors? And potentially even more importantly is who's financing these people. Because you may see that the people may change and that you're seeing, but behind the scenes it's usually the same money sources and the same advisors. So with that being said, if it's the same, script writers, puppeteers, and money people, how could you possibly expect anything to change? Um, it's a question you might want to critically ask yourself, And another thing that we have to do is do not just blindly, vote for someone because of the mascot they have on their lapel. I'm just going to say, if you vote for someone simply because they're a Democrat, you're stupid. If you vote for someone just because they're a Republican, you're stupid. If you vote for someone just because they're a man or a woman, or black or white or whatever, again, you're stupid because you're voting just because of some exterior and external factor and not anything that's being said. So it's important to understand, that what's being presented to you, and is it really what it's supposed to be? Are they really saying anything, or are they just paying you lip service just to get into what they want? Because that politicians will say, and in a lot of cases do anything to stay in power, because that's how they keep their money. You do anything to keep your job. And the sad thing is at some level people recognize that, because you talk to people in many elections and they'll use the terminology, well, I voted for the lesser of two evils. And even in your admission of that, you're understanding that at some point the system is broken and I'm voting still for corruption. So it's time for people to stop being blind and stupid and believing in these financially controlled people, and really start critically thinking for themselves when you look at this, and don't just get caught up in the foolish and idiotic placard waving and chanting and screaming that people do every 4 and 8 years. It's time to stop that. It's time to start using your ability to think, because they're counting on us being stupid, and it's about time to stop that. And so I just had to get that out there, because that time is going to come up. There's going to be a lot of people saying things and trying to tell you what you want to hear or what you think you want to hear, and at the end of the day, nothing is going to change. So I implore you to critically think in every area. Always ask questions, and don't just jump into mindless groupthink or just following the crowd. Always critically think, ask questions, even if it makes people uncomfortable. So this is the latest edition of The Truth Will Rise. We'll be back. I've got some more stuff upcoming. Just trying to empower people with knowledge to help them regain their sight. So with that being said, I wish everybody again peace, prosperity, positivity, and we're just going to catch everyone later. Peace.